Live, so be quiet. What you doing, Zion?
Standing up.
No. Don't put them down.
Oh.
That's for Sabbath.
Oh. Can I do it?
Nope. Thank you for trying. We're gonna do that for Sabbath class. Okay? Put the waters in the refrigerator.
Can I get a cookie?
In the red refrigerator. Not now. And don't ask again. Zion, you gotta put them in the deep freezer.
Yes,
Put them waters. Nope. Put them waters in that refrigerator, red refrigerator. Now you can put that whole thing in there for the fit. You ready?
Yep.
All right, get that up and let's go. Then we go to 38. That's where we at now, right? And that's where we at now, so just leave it. That's fine. You want some more? I think this is it. water to everyone. Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, Isupk, out of 1 West 125th Street since 1969. Okay, in Harlem, New York City. We've been teaching the truth of the Bible. We've been teaching the truth, which is the Bible. Okay, we teach out of the King James 1611, teaching the truth of the Most High and what He says, His word, His spirit. His name is Yahweh. Yahweh in the Hebrew. Okay, and that is His name. All right, and we are under commanding General Yohanan, a man that was raised up to this position to lead all Israel. All Israel. Okay, as he is under our King, Yahushua Mashiach, whom the world calls Jesus Christ. The truth is that the 12 tribes of Israel are the so-called Negro, the so-called West Indian, the so-called Haitian, the so-called Hispanics, the so-called Latinos, the so-called natives, indigenous of North, Central, and South America. Those are our so-called names. But you are the 12 tribes of Israel. Israel meaning what in Hebrew? Yashar Allah, Prince of the Power, Sons of the Power, Sons of God. All right? We are the sons of the Most High God. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob's name changed to Israel, and that is why we are the Israelites. We serve that God, the God of our forefathers. And He gave us what? Laws, statutes, and commandments. He gave us laws, statutes, and commandments for us to abide by and to follow. We are the sons of the Most. Salaki, everybody. Okay. If you have any questions or comments, please ask. Babu Kashab, go ahead and ask your questions and comments. That is the point and the purpose of the class. Right. You might see me wiping my forehead off. Had a little jalapenos. I must have wiped them on my forehead. Okay. Going in my pores in my forehead. All right. Questions or comments, go ahead and pop them into the different chats that we have. This is the Brotherhood class. And brotherhood is very, very important. Okay? And brothers, you can be a brother. Shalom, sister. You can be a brother to a sister. And sisters, you can be a sister to a brother. And there be nothing sexual there. And that is done in the Isupk. Okay? Use some tissue. Go get you some tissue from the back. Go get it. Okay? Right there. There's some tissue back right there. Okay? And absolutely done in the Isupk. All right? That is the duty of a priest in the school. Okay? And we have specific protocols so that these things aren't corrupted. All right? Being a brother and a sister, and these things won't be corrupted. Get the sword. Because a lot of places, y'all, they just go, oh my goodness. They up in there tricking off and hoeing off. I'm saying it like it is. That Christian church is filled with wickedness, sexual deviant. And that's where the demons go to play. In that Christian church, them demons go to play there. Okay? They want you to flirt with this sister and flirt with that brother and have no focus. Everybody talking to everybody and hugging and rubbing on each other. Y'all know how it is in the Christian church. People go to the Christian church just to finish up what they started Saturday night at the club and at the bar, at the hot spots, at the concerts. They there just because. right? And they go there because they looking for some action. They looking for somebody to get with. They ain't thinking about the consequences or the life, or they care about what the scriptures say and how they're supposed to be ordered. Everybody ain't supposed to lay down with everybody. I know that's what America teaches you, but America is wrong. America is absolutely wrong. America has no control. Okay? In America, everybody do what the hell they want. All right? They off the chain in America. All right? Okay? And I say that to say this because there was a story that I saw, and I'm not certain if I can find the exact story. Maybe this is the one, because this is the most recent. Yeah, because this says December 8th, and this is with the article that I saw as well. All right? And I'm going to tell y'all something about Brotherhood, and this is why it is important for our brothers to join the Isupk. It is important for our sisters to understand and see that there are brothers here that are absolute superheroes. And protect women and children. Protect their brothers, protect women and children. And the reason why they do it is because of what? Why are they superheroes? Why do they do that? Go ahead.
Because they care?
Because they care. Absolutely. You have brothers that care just because they care. Right? They care just because they care. And that's wonderful, man. That's wonderful. And that happens. And that's how it should be. They care just because they care. Right? And that's absolutely wonderful. Okay? And that's how we should be. And sisters, this is the point that it's getting to. Brothers, it's getting to this point. It's getting to this point. Where you ain't going to have no choice but to rely on each other. We are. We're going to have to rely on each other. Okay? I'll just read this article here real quick. Woman approaches stranger, hugs him, and whispers, "Please act like you know me." Act like you know me. A woman approached a stranger, hugged him tightly, and asked him to act as if he knew her so she could escape the men who were following her. This woman is walking, and she says, it's a bunch of men following me. Men just following her. 3 men just following this woman. That's scary for a woman, right? Because these 3 men most likely wanted to do some crime to her, abduct her, kidnap her, hurt her, rob her. That's been going on along a lot lately. Why? Go ahead.
Because people are wicked.
That's true. But why specifically now are there a lot of robberies and thefts?
So they could buy drugs.
That's true. But why now? Why now around this time? What season are we in?
December.
That's the month. Right. What's the season? We talked about it yesterday.
Winter.
Right. But we talked about it yesterday. What spirit?
Greeks. Greeks? So they could buy presents for the kids.
For what?
For Christmas.
Right, and that's wicked. For Christmas. Christmas. I saw a video clip of a man robbing a woman as she pushing her baby carriage. He walked up to the woman with a gun, and she pushing a baby carriage, and he, give me all your money. And the baby in the baby carriage crying, and he robbed her. You know why? Because it's Christmas time, and that's the spirit of Christmas. To be wicked. To get presents any way you can. To get money any way you can. Right? So they was going to jump on this sister or this woman. It doesn't come out specifically as to who she was. Right? But this is a good story because this happens all the time. And shout out to the brothers that's superheroes. We watched it the other day in The Hidden Truth Revealed during the radio show. My radio show every Monday at 12 noon. Right? A man came into the train station. The train station, the bus station right here in Syracuse. And he starts shooting people. And the guard standing there and he grabbing the people and putting them in the room, in the back room. And the man chase him up, run him up, shoot him in the stomach. The man almost died. Why? Because he's protecting people. That's why this brotherhood is so important. It's going to be so important for brothers and sisters to come together under the Most High and be brothers and sisters to each other. Not everybody got to marry. Not everybody got to lay down with each other. That's just your sister because it's your sister. And that's honorable. Right? Okay? Every Israelite woman don't have to be with you. Every Israelite man don't have to be with you. Every man in the Isupk, we ain't looking at all the sisters and just all of them going to be our wives. That's not in the Isupk. It's called discipline. It's called following protocol. Okay? Seeking righteous counsel, going through the protocol, being in the school. We don't even talk to sisters. It says she's off limits for 6 months. Don't we always say that at the end of class? They're off limits for 6 months. Let them come into the school. Let them learn. You're in a Christian church. Hey, we got a new member here. We got a visitor here. Sister Johnson. How you doing, sister? Everybody want to give her a hug and talk to her. We got a new brother here from out of town. He going to be joining our church. Brother Jones. How you doing, Brother Jones? All the women looking. Is he single? I want to get with him too. Because nobody has discipline in the Christian church. Because in the Christian church, you are not taught brotherhood. You're not taught how to be a brother. As a woman noticed, 3 men were following her in New York in the middle of the night. She had no other choice but to seek a stranger's help. That's when she approached the hero of our story, who kindly walked her home, helping her avoid what would have been a horrifying encounter with the 2 suspicious men. The woman gave the stranger a tight hug and whispered, "Please act like you know me. 3 guys have been following me for a while." So she said, "Can you please act like you know me? Please? These 3 guys been following me. They've been following me for a while." Go ahead.
How long you talking?
How long they was following her?
Yeah.
Well, she says for a while. Okay. So however long, she felt uncomfortable. But I'm glad she said what she said. She did what she did, right? That's it, Niam. Yes, that's right, sister. The holiday spirit. Okay, now holiday spirit has nothing to do with brotherhood. And holiday spirit wants you to have sex with everybody and anything you can get your hands on. Both male and female. The female act the same way and the men act the same way. Okay? And they go ahead and boom, they following her for blocks. She's saying for a while. And this is New York City. She whisper in that man's ear and say, please help me. These guys have been following me for a while. Dane Weeks, the person who saved the woman from the questionable men, admits he initially hesitated. I'm not going to act like I didn't hesitate because we're in New York. People set you up real quick. Her hug was too real to be fake. And 3 men were following behind at a distance. As we walked and talked, I realized she was terrified. She kept saying, I have to get home she kept saying she has to get home to her son. All right? And this brother walked her home. All through New York. Walked her home and made sure she got home. Moments before approaching Dane, the woman went inside a shop to try to lose the men, but they were waiting outside. Apparently, the 3 males were looking at her on the train. When she got off, they got off. They followed her 2 blocks. She then went into a store for a few minutes. She hoped they would leave. She did notice they left. As she exited, she realized they were standing in the pizza shop. Fortunately, the scary men stopped following the woman after they saw her hug Dane. She was even more pleased when she found out he was an experienced counselor specialized in sexual abuse. Okay. All right. So let's give this brother a hand. Okay. He walked her home. And he walked her home. And that was that. Okay? And you don't have to have no relationship or nothing, because we in the Isupk, we watch and protect everybody. That's our duty. We help our people and take care of our people. That's our absolute duty. That's what we do. Okay? That's our duty. We don't have no problem with that. All right? Okay? When the officer comes on, then you can sit up here, all right? He's not here yet, but you can come up here when he comes. So you can do Shema.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. You got a question?
How old was the girl?
Oh, they don't know. They're not talking about that. It's a woman, though. And she has a son. So it's a mother. Okay? All right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to get some precepts on brotherhood. Okay. Yep. Proverbs 17:7. Always bring this out. 17 and 17, Salaki. Proverbs 17 and 17. Proverbs 17 and 17. All right. A friend loveth at all times. A friend loveth at all times. And a brother is born for adversity. Okay? A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. A brother is born for adversity. The Most High gives you a brotherhood for adversity. What is adversity? What is adversity? What is that adversity? See if anybody got it online. What is adversity? Leave it then. There's still something in there. What is adversity? What is adversity? You see if anybody got it online. I got my charcoals too. I got my charcoals too, so we can start using the charcoal, man. That's even better. Adversity. I'm going to get the word adversity. I'll get the word adversity. Adversity, difficulties, misfortune. Sentences, resilience in the face of adversity. Adversity means difficulties, trials, trouble. And you have men that were set up by the Most High specifically to be the superheroes of Israel. And that's the 144,000. Who's the greatest superhero ever? Who's the greatest superhero ever? You gotta get it right, too. Go ahead.
Most High?
Close, but not the Most High. The Most High made this superhero. Go ahead.
Commanding General Yohana?
That's close, too. Give that a hand. I'm gonna give both of y'all a hand. Commanding General Yohana, that's right. He's the most powerful superhero right now. But who is the most powerful superhero of all time? Y'all both close. Come on now. Who's in between the Most High and Commander General Yohana?
Elijah?
Nope. No, those are good. Who is it? Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai Mashiach, Jesus Christ.
Wait.
Right?
The Most High got the ball?
No, that's not. No, it's not. Did you know that? That's why we say by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't we say by Hashem, Yahweh Shai?
Yes.
All right. I find them tongs. I find them tongs. Okay. All right. And what he did was he died for this entire nation. He taught this entire nation. And when he comes back, he's going to battle against all the other nations. He's going to battle against the entire planet. All the people on the earth going to come against Yahweh Shai Mashiach. And he's doing it because of brotherhood. Because he's saving his people. Okay? And it's the time for us to establish our kingdom. And that's a superhero right there. A friend loveth at all times. That's heavy right there. A lot of people don't understand that concept. They don't understand that at all. A friend loveth at all times. Right? And a brother is born for adversity. Okay? That's something powerful, man. That's something we don't understand, the concept. We do in the ISUPK. But our people don't understand that. We don't even know what a friend is. A friend loveth at all times. We don't know what a friend is. We call everybody a friend. It's something trendy, like even on social media. It says, how many friends do you have? And we know those aren't our friends. Those are just people we associate with or are in connection with or are in the same networks. You don't understand a friend loveth at all times. A friend loveth at all times. What is this love that this is talking about? What love is this talking about? A friend loveth at all times. What love is this? What love is this talking about? Here we go. What love is this talking about? Huh? Go ahead.
Keeping each other safe.
That's right. Keeping each other safe. That's right. What love is this? What is love? According to the Bible, what is love? I'm doing another commercial for my man Naquam. Love is keeping the commandments of the Most High. Okay. If you love me, keep my commandments. That's what Yahweh Shai Mashiach said. All right. Okay. And in 1 John, we just get it real quick. I'm going to get it real quick. We're going to stay here. 1 John chapter 3. Nope. It's 1 John chapter 5, ain't it? For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. We're supposed to keep the commandments of the Most High. The laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay. And that's brotherhood, man. That's absolute. All right? No other way around it. And that's why we have these protocols. That's why we got these strict protocols in here. All right? Because if you love a sister, everybody ain't going to just jump on her. We're going to have some decency, some order, some discipline, which we're known in the Isupk to have. All right? Which we're known to have in the Isupk. Right? That's what sets us apart. Okay? And a lot of times we act the way we act. Not saying that we wouldn't, you know, need the law, statutes, and commandments if the heathens weren't around, because we absolutely would need them. We absolutely would. Absolutely do. Okay? But a lot of times we just pick up the customs of the heathens, okay, and act like the heathen. And what that causes us to do is just have no discipline and no structure, because they don't. Because they don't. They don't have no discipline and structure. All right. That's why our concept of love is completely misconstrued, completely misunderstood. All right. Okay. Completely nobody knows what it is. And that's why we go all the way back to the scriptures and we stay in the scriptures. All right. And that's why we have a protocol which is based off of the scriptures. When I say protocol, I mean rules and regulations in the Isupk. A friend loveth at all times. So what does that love consist of? A friend loveth at all times. That's correct, sis. Correcting, keeping the laws. Sararana. All right. Okay. Why should we teach on the word love and what love truly is? Why should we teach on that? Go ahead, Thabo.
It's likely because we have no real concept of what love is.
Absolutely. Go ahead, elaborate. I'm Salaki. Go ahead.
We look at love as, you know what I'm saying, a feeling, emotion, things of that nature, though, and don't understand that it's something far greater than just how you feel, of course, though. Being the fact is that you chastise your child, of course, though. Does that mean that you don't love them? No. It's actually the opposite. You love your child because you chastise them. You chastise your child because you love them, of course, though. If you didn't love them, you wouldn't correct them. You wouldn't, make sure that they are doing what is right. What is righteous, of course, according to the scriptures. But
absolutely, absolutely. Okay, we spoke about chastising the child. Okay, because people think that love is what? What's love? What's love towards a child? Especially since we're in the holiday season. The quote-unquote holiday season. What are people going to say love is now? What's love right now? Yep. How we should treat each other. Right. What's love right now? Go ahead, Doc.
So right now, you know what I'm saying, it's more so that society would, say love.
Y'all don't have to turn around.
Is gift giving, granting people wishes.
Right.
Whatever their desires are.
Right.
Specifically for the children.
Right.
And of course, like we even take it as in some places a reward system for, oh well, you've been good all year long, so this is what I'm going to get you for this time period. And we'll even extend it to education sometimes as well too.
Like what? What you mean?
oh, well, you had good grades, so, I'm going to get you that, new video game. Or you had decent grades. I'm going to still get you,
But what happens, Zach? What if you got bad grades?
You still get it.
What if you had bad behavior?
Because I love you, I'm still going to get it.
Exactly. Okay. And how many times does a child get a report card?
It's like, it used to be 4 times a year, now it's like 8.
Yeah. It's 4 times though. That's the main thing. The average is 4 times a year. But you gotta give it to them now, right? Now is the time that you gotta give it.
No, right? The year's not even over. Like, it's up to me.
No. I'm just saying. Right. Why do it now? Had nothing to do with that. Right? Has nothing to do with it at all. Okay? It ain't got, nobody cares. All right, but that's how you get deemed as showing your love. That's how you get considered as showing love. All right. That's not love. That's not love. Giving the child every gift and toy that they want, that's showing them love? Right.
Yes.
No, it's not. Why is it not? Because you said no. Why is it not?
Because you just giving them presents.
Right. You just giving them presents. That's not love. That's what you think is deeming the term of love, and you're measuring it based off of that. A friend loveth that all the times. Okay. All right. People say, well, you love and you're not supposed to get anything in return. Yeah, that's absolutely right. If you're talking about a certain specific type, if it's based on a particular guidelines, like what we talking about, brothers and sisters. You can have sisters in the ISUPK. You can protect the sister. You're not looking for sex from the sister. You're not looking to have sex from the sister. You're doing it because she is part of the ISUPK. She is part of your nation. You see a sister, are you asking if she need help? I do that all the time. I see a sister and I go, peace, shalom, sis. You all right? You need help? She there at the gas station. It's 30 degrees outside, 20 degrees outside. I'm not doing anything. Sis, you need help putting that air in that tire? Usually the sister says no. But it's not like I want something from the sister. Or she trying to jump her car by herself or put oil in it or whatever. Okay? And it just get to a point where it's like, sis, you just asking. All right? That's what you can do. Get that fan. All right? In here next to the, we got one. You can turn that on out and you can blow it this way so the smoke can get off of your, you can come back this way. Wow. Okay. Time. You get the other fan. There's an outlet right here on the pole. Right there on the pole. Yep. Yep. And you can turn that over here too. And that might pull some, so we won't get it to blow. Right. Give him the Quam a hand. This frankincense is serious, man. I told y'all. Okay, Quam's Health and Wellness. Brother down there in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Put it on the first chair so it can lean up against the pole too. Very good. Very good. There we go. It's almost done, y'all. All right. Okay. A friend loveth at all times. What does that mean? At all times.
Good times or the bad times. Not just like when you're doing good, not just when, you know, things are going well, like whether you're getting paid, you're having success, whatever. Even when everything's messed up, you know, you got death in the family, you know what I'm saying? You're without a job, of course, so you're struggling, you know, for transportation. Like, friends still, you know what I'm saying, regardless.
That's right. Okay. We got it. Because everybody think they got friends. All right. But that's always because it's good times. It's because y'all go on a trip together. Okay. A lot of sisters need to get this scripture and understand what this scripture means. Especially with that girl trip stuff. Right? I mean, I'm seeing more and more sisters. Now all of them going on trips together and vacations together. Okay? But there's something else to it. You're right, good times and bad times. But what else is to a friend loveth at all times? You was going to say something, Mike?
It's like it. Here's the point of, you know what I'm saying, you know, correction, you know, regardless. Like, it's not something where you're going to withhold correction. Since you're doing wrong, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people will uphold, you know, their quote unquote friends, you know what I'm saying, in the wrongdoing, especially, you know what I'm saying, sisters. You know, hey, your man did what? Oh, you should leave him. Nah, sis, you know what I'm saying? You should go talk to your man about whatever the issue is that you and him is having.
Right.
So a friend, you know what I'm saying, will be a friend regardless if it's beneficial to him or not.
Okay. Right, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. What else to that? You're hitting on it heavy. You're hitting on it real heavy. You're absolutely right with that correction. A step further with that, thou won't. What should a person in the truth do? It's the main thing that they should focus on doing with a friend. That's right, Sarah. It cripples the children. So like y'all try to refresh it more when the question is asked. If you're in the ISUPK, you right, sis, building this nation. What does that mean, Sarah? So Robert, now, what does it mean when you say building this nation? What does that mean? What does that mean you do with your friend if you're building a nation? That's it. Give the sister a hand. Give them the truth. Because that sister that gives the sister the advice about leaving your husband, she don't know. She don't know nothing better. She not taught. That's what she believed. All right, put your hat down. Put it in your coat. That's all right. It's clear enough. We good. She doesn't know. Right? She don't have a clue. That's all she was taught. That's all she ever knows. We have to be the influence. What did Yahweh Shai say about us? When I say we have to be the influence, what does Yahweh Shai say about us? Y'all all right, y'all don't have to use it. Yahweh Shai says something about us. I'm saying we are the influence, right? We have to be the influence. Go ahead.
What fall in line in regards to who are my mother, my father? I mean, who are my brother, my mother, my sister, my brother? Those that do the work of my father.
Right. But before that, it's another precept that I'm looking for. Not that one. Because those people are already in the truth. What does Yahweh Shai call us in the truth? Yahweh Shai calls it us in the truth. Yep. That's it. John 8 and 12. Oh, not John 8 and 12, Salaki. Matter of fact, did you go there already, Dalmon?
Okay.
All right, go ahead and read that. Just read it quick, and I'll get the one that I was actually looking for.
John chapter 8, verse 12. And Jesus spake again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world.
He is the what?
I am the light of the world.
He is the what?
I am the light of the world.
That's right. You turn that off.
He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness.
He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness. And I'll give you Matthew chapter 5. That's the one I wanted, Salaki. But Christ says, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness. Okay? Your girlfriend that's telling you, oh, leave that man, or do this, or do that, or that your man's, your friend, who you calling your brother in the world, telling you, man, you need to relax, man. Let's go hit this strip club up. Or you need to get this money. And he's telling you about illegal activities in order to get the money. But he doesn't know. So what must you be to him? Matthew chapter 5, verse 14.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
Okay. So what am I saying? What am I saying by saying this chapter about a friend? You have to be the influence. You have to be the stronger one. Okay? And this will show you, because the Bible also says what? Prove a friend. You have to prove a friend. A friend has to prove themselves to you. We just read it. A friend loveth at all times. Okay? The good time, the bad time, or with counsel. And then a friend is going to hear what you're saying and be like, okay, wait a second. So you saying where you going in this ISUPK thing, you saying I should check out the classes because then my life can change. And I can be better. Now a real friend would at least do what? What's a real friend going to at least do?
Check it out.
Check out the class. Like, that don't usually happen though. That's not going to happen a lot. And you're going to have to do what? What you going to have to do with that friend that you love so much? They ain't showing you brotherhood. When I say brotherhood, it's synonymous with sisterhood. They're not showing you sisterhood. What you got to do with that friend? Go ahead. You got to do something with that friend. You got to do something with that friend. Oh, y'all grew up together. Y'all smoked weed together. You partied together. Y'all got into fights with other people together. Y'all fought everybody together. All this and all that. Seems like everything negative is what made you a friend. Everything wicked makes you a friend. But when it comes down to it, man, can you check out the classes? You need to cut them the hell off. Cut them the hell off. I was in the Christian church together, the Muslim mosque together. As soon as you say, nah, we should, that's right, Sararana. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Absolutely right, sis. Get rid of them. Because as soon as it come down to the truth, oh, well, my friends ain't going to come in there because y'all believe in polygyny. Man can have more than one wife. Okay. If you presented to your friends that you was a lesbian, would they accept you? If you said, girl, let's go to Las Vegas and have one night stands with these guys that we meet in the club, would she accept you? Let's dress like hoes and shake our booty half naked in front of all these strangers because it's a good time. Would she accept you? I heard G Moneybags got the best weed. We should smoke up his weed. Would she accept you? Let's have a crab boil or a lobster boil or a seafood broil. Yeah. I know Eve in the world love some crab legs. They love them. I don't know what it is about crab legs. They love damn crab legs. They love them. Let's get all the crab we can eat. Let's buy this. I got $500 on my food stamp card. I'm gonna buy $200 worth of crab legs. Let's boil up these crab legs and get drunk together. We're gonna have us a crab leg party. Would she accept you then? Yes. Right.
It's like, I mean, it's not necessarily the same, but just to use like Kevin Hart for a quick example, you know, when that whole thing broke out with him and his rib, of course, though, and what happened in Vegas, he came out as like, it doesn't stay in Vegas, obviously, and he mentioned.
What you mean? Him dealing with another woman?
Kind of. Supposedly one of his boys, you know what I'm saying, not the plastic cup boys, but he was like an unofficial plastic cup guy. You know what I'm saying? They've been around for years. Supposedly, you know what I'm saying, was trying to blackmail him, of course, you know, with that sex tape. But he was saying that he went to Vegas, he hit up all his boys, you know what I'm saying, that's part of like the plastic club, whatever, and it's just like they couldn't go with him. And they weren't there to help him, you know what I'm saying, from, you know, making that choice or decision, you know, ultimately.
What you mean?
Getting so, you know, drunk or, you know, under the influence so that he went out and just with some random person, of course, though, and then the video got leaked all over the internet, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like his friends, you know what I'm saying, the people that would help him weren't around him, of course, you know what I'm saying? Which isn't necessarily safe because they're you know, not following after the laws, but it just goes to show that the influences of those that are around you can make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got friends around you, you know what I'm saying, that's, you know, like, yeah, let's go get high, you know, and none of them are going to tell you, don't do this, then what else would you expect?
Right.
And then, you know, he had his boys, they all married, whatever, but they would have like, I would have told him, yo, Kev, you know what I'm saying, you got a little too much. You know what I'm saying, Kev, you know what I'm saying, you know, cut it off. You know, at least, you know, that's the official response.
They ain't gonna do that.
They would have helped him keep it quiet.
They in the world. Yeah, they would have helped him keep it quiet. They would have helped him keep it quiet. And in the world, I mean, that's what they're supposed to do. You know? I don't want to say in the truth, but it's somewhat honorable. It's like honorable to keep it quiet because it's like, yo, did you keep her number? If you keep her number and he's still dealing with her every time he go to Las Vegas, that's his woman. You know what I'm saying? So, but get Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6. All right. And this is where we're wrong in a sense. But yep, absolutely. Nobody ever the influence doesn't go the other way. It always goes that way. It always goes the way of look, let's eat these crab. Like you a man can have more than one wife, right? A sister will tell that to her friend in the world, and that is like, that's like death. Like, they're killing you, ain't they? You know what I'm saying? They must be beating y'all right there. They abusing y'all. Oh my goodness. How could they do that? That's not love. If you said to the same female, hey, I'm deciding that I'm gonna start dating other females. Right? Like, that female will readily accept that. Readily accept you on drugs or readily accept all that stuff and not care. But when you start talking about the truth, it's like, damn, this nigga is crazy. But it's up to us, to that person who's in the truth, to do this here, this scripture here. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, verse 7.
Ecclesiastes 6, verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Do what?
Prove him first.
If you get a friend, you have to prove them first. You come into the truth. What happens when you come into the truth? What happens to you when you come into the truth?
You have to prove it.
You have to prove it. To who? To yourself. Right? What else? What happens when you come into the truth? Hold your peace. What happens when you come into the truth? Go ahead.
Like, so before you come into the truth, you know what I'm saying, you shed yourself of all worldly ideology.
Say the biblical term for it.
Wickedness.
No. You said you shed yourself. What do you do? What happens?
The old man died.
The old man dies. So you become new. You're born again. You're born new. Right? So you're new. So now that you're dealing with these people that you used to deal with, you have to prove if they're going to be new as well, or if they're going to die. Now, you can get rid of them, cut them off, and they will be what to you? What's the term that we use in the world? Go ahead.
Dead to you.
Say it again.
Dead to you.
That's right. Did you see that? Did you see that movie?
It's like, yeah.
You saw the Kevin Hart movie?
Okay. Yeah.
Remember he said to his brother?
Yeah.
His brother. He said to his brother, "You dead. You dead to me." That's it. You dead to me. No, you dead to me. You dead to me. Right? Because you're new. So you have a responsibility and duty to do this scripture right here. To abide by this precept right here. And what this precept says. And this precept says, go ahead, you was going to say something. Say it quick.
They got this show on Netflix.
Why you be, go ahead.
I'm trying to remember.
I know, I'm just saying, I said say it quick, and that's when you be like,
I can't
no, go
remember
ahead.
name, but
that's it, Sarara now.
when I was watching, you know what I'm saying, the credits, the intros and everything else, they broke it down into tribes. You know what I'm saying? It's like Europa something, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And before the one guy could become a crow, you know what I'm saying, he had to die. You know what I'm saying? He had to prove it. And literally gave him the point to his, like, here's this blade, put this to your heart. Stab yourself in the heart. And he started to do it, of course, though, to the point when he started to lunge the blade into his heart. She stopped him because he had to prove that he was willing to let everything before that go. He had to let it die. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, they break it up in tribes. You know what I'm saying? They put all this stuff out of the Bible, you know what I'm saying, out here in our faces, you know, in all these different movies, of course, though. It's just like, you know, but we
Well, why are you saying that one?
it's like,
What specifically?
in this case, you know what I'm saying, he was proving himself, you know what I'm saying, to be, hey, listen, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? All the ties, you know what I'm saying, of, you know, my past life, you know, everything that tied me down, that prevent me from becoming new. You know, I had to let go of the love, you know what I'm saying, of my father. I had to let go, he literally had to kill his father, but he had to let go of the love of his father, the ties and connections that were preventing him from becoming something new or someone new, of course, though.
Right.
Because that would, you know, cause him to falter or hesitate and become weak, essentially, more or less. And then right here with this precept, we have talked about becoming new, of course, though. So we have to prove ourselves by shutting ourselves to the world.
Okay. Yep, absolutely. So we're shutting ourselves. All right. Okay, we changing. So what we have to do is, we absolutely have to, okay, prove a friend. Right? We have to prove a friend. Okay? And in proving a friend, I'm going to say this. You come into the truth in the ISUPK, you got rank over everybody outside of the ISUPK. You got rank over them. Because they don't know the truth. They're not in the truth. So you got rank over them. Start acting like it. Start acting like you got rank over them. Because you do. You got rank over them. You absolutely do. We don't do that though. Y'all want to come into the truth and, oh, well, my friend said this, and my people said this. Well, my man, he still, he used to roll with me, man. He used to roll with me. I got to hear him out. Hold your peace. Stop. Sit on that side with that. Yep, sit on that side, okay? On that side right there. Yep. Sit on that side right there with that. And if you want to eat those, know what you're eating. Sit down. Relax. All right. We got to prove a friend. We got to prove a friend. All right. Lawum. Okay. Yeah. Let him know you got to hold some more. Yeah. You want to finish up the class. All right? Which is difficult for us to understand. When we come in here, we want to cater to everybody else now. We want to deal with everybody else. We want to see how they feel and be like them and still be polite, but we gotta be nice to them. Why? Why, man? They don't care about being nice to you. They still want to get high with you. They still want you to get high. They still want you to have sex with hoes. Or be a hoe. They just want to be off the chain. And it's sad, man. It's sad because that's what's going to pull you out of the truth. That'll pull you right back into the world. Right back into the Maya. Watch behind you, right? Pull you right back. Shalom, peace, brother. Pull you right back into the Maya, right back into the world. Okay? Yahweh Shai Mashiach said it. He said it. He said, ye are the light unto the world. And because of Christianity and what everybody else teach, they teaching it like we all got to be soft. Okay? And we all got to be soft. And we got to be soft with the truth. Now act like a light is what? You can stay seated, man. No. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Act like a light is soft. Okay. Like it don't mean nothing. All right. Like a light go out and it's supposed to be puny. That's why the scriptures say what it said. Okay. I'm gonna grab it back again. Go back there real quick. All right. Go back there real quick. Okay. Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Okay. That's why you're supposed to be different. But you ain't supposed to be all quiet about it. You're not supposed to be quiet about this truth. You're not supposed to be quiet about what the Most High instilled in you and gave you. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we tell them up front. Now, this is who we is. And yup, that's us. So y'all the ones on the corner all speaking all that? I don't know, man. That's you? You sure that's you? Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Y'all the generals and the captains and Commanding General Yohana? Y'all doing all of that? That's y'all? Yup, absolutely. I saw one video, y'all had a white man on his knees kissing y'all boots. That can't be. That's me. That's us. That's a light that shines. That's right. That's not hid. That's right. Okay? Christianity done destroyed us and trying to make us soft. When that's not the spirit of God. God ain't the spirit of being soft. Okay? Christianity wants you to be, how you doing today? How is everybody? Yes. Okay. Shh. Yep. That's what takes you back out of the truth. All right? Because your friends and your family see that. And they know you ain't got it in you. No, I don't eat pork no more. I ain't gonna eat pork no more. No. Boy, shut up and eat that ham. You've been eating it for 60 years. Right? And what you do? Oh, I'm sorry, you know. You start eating it. When your light is supposed to shine to them. When your light's supposed to shine to them. When you're supposed to say, nah, I won't eat over here no more. You can come to my house though. Come on to my house. I'm going to cook for y'all. This is food we can eat according to the Bible. All right? We got beef right here. We got pot roast. We can eat that according to the Bible. It's delicious. And it's delicious. Taste it. Try it. Try it with this rice and beans. It's off the chain, ain't it? Yeah. God said we can eat that. We ain't supposed to eat no pig. That's the light that shines. A light's supposed to signify something in the dark, right? That's right. You driving at night on the highway and it's pitch black, you put on the high beams so that you can see everything and everything will see you. We come in here, we think we're supposed to be in here and be all quiet. That's why it says, prove him. All right? You still got that 5-1 football?
Ecclesiastes?
Yeah, chapter 6.
Ecclesiastes chapter 6, verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Do what?
Prove him first.
Do what?
Prove him first.
Right. We have to teach our children. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. You gotta teach our children that. Because society teaches children that everybody is your friend. Okay? And what does the kidnapper do? What does the kidnapper do to children? All right? Because remember, Yahushua says, you like children. I send you out amongst wolves. Y'all got to know it's wolves out here. But if you're teaching children and the child believes, everybody is my friend. Everybody on Facebook. Everybody on Snapchat. Everybody on TikTok. Everybody's just my friend. I go to school. He my friend. She my friend. Everybody's just friends. You believe that, and what happens to you? You the one getting beat up every day. You the one tore down. Go ahead. You had something?
I wanted to speak on what you were saying. What was that, Matthews you were reading from?
Yeah.
I was taught that a man is supposed to be firm in his conviction at all times, no matter what.
Yep.
You let your yes be yes, your no be no, speak your mind. Don't bite your tongue.
That's right.
Stand up.
That's right.
We ain't no weak people.
That's right. Absolutely. You absolutely right. Yep.
We go through all kinds of trials and tribulations, but a man gonna stand regardless.
That's right. And what happened is the world teaches that because of Christianity, okay, they thinking that's just something different. When following the Bible is absolutely what you said. Be strong and firm in your conviction and your belief. You're supposed to stand on what you believe in. All right?
That's right.
Okay? That's why we're talking about a friend and a brother. And a friend through all times, and a brother for adversity. Okay, to prove a friend. All right, and we was using the example of a sister. All right, a sister come in here, and in here, I was just giving the example. A man can have more than one wife, right? According to the Bible, right? That's in the Bible.
Right.
Okay, a sister come in here, right, and then she go and tell her girlfriends that. What her girlfriends look at her as? Oh, you changing. You look beautiful. That's wonderful. I see you in there, and you covering your head, and you wearing dresses in there, and you doing nice. I saw you feeding the hungry people. I saw that, sis. You know what? I'ma come in there. Them brothers is strong. Do your girlfriend say that? No. You know what her girlfriend say? You need to get up out of there. The men don't love you. That ain't love. They don't love you. They ain't treating you right. Look at you. You gotta wear a dress in there. You gotta act like that. No. You shouldn't be there and be with them. But she should be what? She should be strong, like the brother just said. She should be just as strong. She should let her light shine.
No matter what.
She should say, no, sis, you need to come in here. You need to come in here. You get in these classes and you be quiet and you be disciplined for 6 months, then you could have an interest in a brother. And you can get counsel. You can get instruction in life and guidance. That's what you should get, sis. No, but you know what the sisters, not all of them, some of the sisters get pulled out of the truth and back into the world.
Easy.
You know why? Because of what society tell her. She'll talk to a man, boy, ooh wee. My sister will talk to a man, right?
Reckless.
Okay? But that girlfriend come to you with that, oh, you should get out of there. It's bad in there. You stop doing all this getting high and you can't eat pork no more? Oh, you should get out of there. What should she do? That's when she should go, that's when she should do it.
That's right.
Damn. You should definitely get it out. The brother said, don't bite your tongue. Now you won't bite your tongue. Same with the brothers. Same with the men. You seen this cat, you know this cat from the world and everything? All right. Yo, man, come on in here with me. We in here, man. Lacing up our boots. We ready for it. We the men of war, man. We the men of God. Come on, rock with me up in here, brother. Nah, I don't want to do that. But you can roll with me, man. Roll with me. If he weak, he gonna roll with him. Or he gonna follow the scriptures. He gonna let his light shine. And your light, since your light just came from the order of Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, your light should shine brighter than everybody else's light. God just gave you the light. The Most High just gave you the light. So your light should shine brighter than that. You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Okay? All right. Go ahead. Back to the precept in Ecclesiasticus.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Prove him first. Got to teach that to our children, because everybody trying to, you know, they teach other children and they teaching us in society, everybody your friend. Now you got to prove him first. Prove him first. That's our first precept that I have. Salaki. A friend loveth at all times. You got to prove him to be a friend. You got to see if he rocking. You got to see if he's strong, if he's solid. Okay? People love that one scripture, unequally yoked. People love saying that scripture. That's talking about friends. That's talking about you. That's saying if you want, who want to pull who? That's what an unequally yoke is. You would put a yoke on 2 ox. Okay? They would have 2 ox, 2 bulls, 2 cattle, and they would put a yoke. It's of wood, right? Mm-hmm. And it'll go around the one ox neck, and it have like a wooden bar, and then it'll go on to the other ox neck. And then on that bar, it'll come back to the carriage, all right? Or to the small little plow. Mm-hmm. And you will stand on the plow, and you would have the ox walk. While the plow is digging, the ox is pulling. And they're pulling the plow with the strength of the ox. They're pulling that plow, and that plow is turning the earth, digging up the dirt. And you just guiding it like this. But what happens is, if one ox say, I'm going left, and the other ox say, I'm going right, they can't just separate because they yoke together. So if they yoke together, the stronger one will pull it to the right, or the stronger one will pull it to the left. You understand? So when you have that, you don't have any order. The work not going to get done. You have to have them on the same accord. That's right. All right? How can 2 walk together unless they agree? They both got to agree that this is what we doing. We both going to go forward. Or we both going to go left. Or we both going to go right. All right? That's why you have to prove a friend before you lock it in with them. Okay? Because a friendship is a locked-in bond. A brotherhood is a locked-in bond. We both got to agree on this because we both got to go the same direction. And if we don't, nothing get done. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. All right? Go ahead, Al.
And be not hasty to credit him. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
That's heavy. Okay? It says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. What does that mean? Be not hasty to credit him. Be not hasty to credit him. Go ahead.
From my understanding of that, I mean, don't jump the gun to allow him to just be what he want to be. He got to prove himself, like you said. It's one way or another. We ain't veering to the left or veering to the right. We steadfast together. If we can't be that, I can't accept it.
That's right. Yep. Okay. All right. Absolutely. Yep. All right. Give that a hand. That's right. Okay. Be not hasty to credit him. Anything else? Be not hasty to credit him. What is hasty? What does it mean to be hasty?
It's like you're not to be so quick or fast.
Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Don't be fast. Fast. Hasty is fast, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. It says be not hasty. Okay. Don't be fast to credit him. Okay. Why is it saying that in the scripture?
So,
go ahead.
Because it's easy to do something for a short period of time, but to continuously do it, that's a different conversation, or that's a different, behind it though. So just because, you see a brother, I'm saying once or twice, okay, on these 1 or 2 occasions, they did things that were seemingly brotherly, of course, though. On that fourth time, I'm saying, it may be something in which that, they selling you, I'm saying, down the river.
Mm-hmm.
They sending you, I'm saying, to be, put in captivity, of course.
Yeah. So it's saying, be not hasty. All right?
That's right.
Be not hasty. It's like what they doing in society now in schools, right? Like they'll give everybody an award, right? Everybody on the team get a trophy. Everybody get a trophy. The whole I'm trying to think of the word. The whole program, right? They might have 6 teams in the whole program, and everybody get a trophy, right? So what does that teach?
Nothing.
What is that going to teach? Go ahead.
It's like it devalues, those, that did the extra work, to become
Absolutely.
the very best.
Absolutely. If everybody get the same, it'd be like, damn, like, what's the point? And I'm not saying don't be a brother, but I'm saying in the sense of what we talking about, crediting. You credit everybody, and everybody get the credit. So if everybody get that same credit, it's like, damn, what is the point? Well, what's the point? Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan because he the best. Kobe Bryant is Kobe Bryant because he the best. LeBron James is who he is because he's the best.
Right.
Like you said, he proved himself. So he deserved the credit. Not everybody deserves the credit. Not everybody deserves your credit. All right? Okay. We give people credit just because they wearing the same clothes. Right? This is just my personal opinion. It ain't nothing too deep. So don't think it's just like that, right? Prince, right? Females love. I'll be like, why females like Prince so much? Why y'all like Prince? How you gonna like Prince as effeminate as he is? You know why they like Prince? Because he looks like a woman. And he looked like something they want to wear. They want to have his makeup. They want to have his hairstyle. So they give him the credit of being great just based off of looks. You can't be shadowed like that. That's what's happening. All right? That's why this scripture is so heavy. You had something, that one? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes,
Go ahead, brother. Yep.
Where I was brought up at down south, a man don't work, don't eat.
Mm-hmm.
We had to get up and handle our business. Sometimes before we went to school. And if you didn't, when it's time to eat, don't sit at that table.
Yeah.
You didn't work, so you didn't earn nothing.
That's
they
right.
eat first because they earned it. They worked for it.
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather said that to us at all times. Prove yourself.
That's right.
Because I can't do it for you.
That's
I
right.
can show you how to do it. You got to do it yourself. I ain't going to give it to you.
Absolutely.
Because if I keep giving it to you, you'll never get up and get it for yourself.
That's right. Absolutely. Give your grandfather a hand. Absolutely. No, people don't understand the value of black men, man.
That's right.
The black man is is the closest thing to God. People don't understand that. The black man is the closest thing to the Most High God. That's your name. Israel, Yashar Allah, Prince of the Power, Sons of God.
That's right.
So you hear instructions like that, like the old school give it. Those are righteous instructions, man. Okay? You got to prove yourself. You got to gain that credit. You got to work for it, man. Okay? And that's something that's being lost. And that's all biblical. That's coming out the Bible right there. Read it one more time for me out.
Ecclesiastes chapter 6, verse 7. If thou wouldst get a friend, prove him first.
If thou would have get a friend, prove him first. Before you start going on this whole friend thing, you got to prove him. Okay. Ecclesiasticus is the extension of Ecclesiastes, written by Solomon. And Solomon wrote this in his wisdom. He wrote it in his wisdom to give the instruction. Listen, Like he's talking to a son. Right? And that's why the wisdom came from the Most High. That's what the Most High said, I'm going to grant you with to Solomon. I'll give you wisdom. Right? Because remember he said, let me have wisdom so that I can rule. So that's why all this in Ecclesiastes under Solomon is so deep. You in the truth. You in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, the ISUPK. You don't want fighting and working and doing the will of the Most High, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Have him prove to you that he's solid enough for you. That's why when you hear people say unconditional love, that's not true. Love has a condition. It has to. A friend has to prove himself to you. You got to prove love. Because if that's the case, you just going to follow anybody and everybody. So you got to prove him. You got to see if he rocking with you. All right? You got to see it at. All right? Because he's doing the same thing. And if you're on the same accord, then y'all going to roll together. And if not, well,
I see you when I see you.
I see you when I see you. Absolutely. I got the roll, man. Let's roll out. You want something else? Okay? All right? Did you finished it? No. Go ahead and finish it. Lock you up. The second part?
And be not hasty to credit him.
And be not hasty to credit him. Right. Was it more to that? Or you was in 8?
Well, God, I mean, you can go to 8 and 9.
Okay, yeah, go ahead to 8 and 9.
Verse 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
Yes. Some men are friends for their own occasion. Some men aren't friends for their own occasion. They gonna roll with you. Like the other precept said, Officer Thou brother, a friend loveth at all times. Good, bad, when you wrong.
And you get friend.
Right.
That's right.
When you wrong or when he wrong. You're going to work it out and figure out the right thing to do.
That's right.
But if he want to be a friend on occasion, they said that's a fair weather friend. That's based on of an occasion. What can I get out of you?
Yeah.
Okay? All right? Okay. And that's something that's got to be taught in this Brotherhood class. Because Brotherhood is supposed to be solid according to these scriptures. And that's why we do what we do and what we teach. Go ahead. That's heavy.
And will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
And will not abide in the day of thy trouble. You can't find him. Now you can't find him. Well, y'all was in the club popping bottles. Everybody, you know, it was shining. Y'all was shining together. All the girls love both of y'all when they seen you. Y'all got all the honeys together. The lights was shining. Y'all was there. Yeah, he did.
But at the time of need,
Yeah. Now when it's at the bottom, concrete, it's cold. It says he was where at the hour? What did it say?
It will not abide. It's like it will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
He not dead.
nowhere to be found.
He not dead in the day of the trouble. Okay? All right, go ahead, huh?
It's like verse 9. And there is a friend who is being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach. Verse 10.
Hold on. That's got to be broken down right there. That's got to be broken down right there. Let me see. That's got to be broken down right there. Read that one more time.
And there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach.
What does that mean?
And there is a friend.
And there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach. who being turned to enmity. What does that mean? There's another scripture that has that word enmity there. What other scripture has the word enmity? You see that? You see where it's at first, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just read that quick. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. You know who he talking to? He talking to that serpent in the garden. So enmity ain't nice.
Not at all.
Okay, so in this scripture here,
Bless you.
who being turned to enmity. Who being turned to enmity. Okay, so what does that mean? A friend who being turned to enmity. Enmity means the state or feeling of being actively opposed or hostile to someone or something. Y'all know, in the world, you dealt with somebody, you thought you was rolling with him, you thought this was your friend. You thought this was your friend, this was your man. And right there, you're like, oh, hold up. Man, why you acting like that? He ready to stab you, shoot you. He arguing and yelling at you. You like, wow. I thought we was together. I thought we was rolling. And that's enmity. He's hostile against you. Right? You don't give that friend what he want. Okay? What his whole point and purpose was, he's hostile against you. Right? And this is brotherhood. And brotherhood is synonymous with sisterhood. And brothers and sisters, if y'all married and together, this goes for you as well. You don't get something that you had a ulterior motive, and you don't get that. You start treating your man like, oh my goodness, I can't stand him. Oh, he gonna have to get out. And you lie and call the police, and oh, he going upside my head, right? Or you dealing with that woman, she rolling with you, she right. Okay? Or you just get tired of her all of a sudden, yeah, I don't want to deal with you no more. Yeah. She ain't do nothing wrong. You done gassed it up. Just so you can, cause your ulterior motive wasn't met. So you hostile towards this person. You're hostile towards a friend. Or this friend is hostile towards you. This brother or sister is hostile towards you. Okay? And that's not what it's about. Okay? Keep going on. What it say? Okay. I got it. And strife will discover thy reproach. What does reproach mean? What does reproach mean?
Your true colors is going to shine through.
Just raise your hand, brother.
Okay, sorry about that.
You all right? Just raise your hand. I'll get you. Because you saying it. See that? Shame, right? Reproach, shame, scorn. And strife will discover thy reproach, thy shame. Strife, all right? That hate, that struggle. Now he hostile towards you, okay, showing you strife. Now it's going to show the shame of it. That it's not really a friendship. That it's not really a brotherhood. It's not really love there. Read verse 10.
Again, some friend is a companion at the table.
He a companion at the table. All right. That table is what? That table is food. Like the brother was saying. That table is food, man. That table is drink. That table is comfort. That's what a table symbolizes. You know, the festival, the feast. He a friend when he's a companion at the table. All right. That's a big term now, right?
Yes, sir.
When a man get with a woman or a woman get with a man, what do they say?
That's my friend or my
No. About the table.
Oh, we eat.
No. What do you bring to the table?
Oh, come.
Yeah. A woman to say that to you when you meet her, or a man to say that to a woman. But what do you bring to the table? Because the table is symbolizing the reward, the gifts, what happens after the work. Okay, all right. The wolves come together and do what? Put the food all together. All right. The lionesses bring all the food together. Okay, this is the work. So he a companion. They're a companion when it come down to the table. When it come down to eating, the food good and we good. I'm gonna sit here and get fat and comfortable. All right. Keep going.
And will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
But then it says, and will not continue. Will not continue in the day of thy affliction. Affliction is them hardships. That sickness. That battle or that fight you're going to have to fight. Okay. You sit there at the table with you. Right? Okay. And that shows something in the wisdom and the poetry of the Most High with this Bible is so deep. Because at the table, when you eat food, it builds up your what? Raise your hand, say it.
Your energy.
Yep, your energy. What else? What else? When COVID-19 hit, one of the main things they said that you should do is eat because it's going to build up your what?
Strength.
Your strength, right. What's that called? What's the health term called?
Stamina.
Okay, it's another term that's inside of you. This system fights off disease, or fights off sickness, fights off viruses. Raise your hand.
Your immune system.
That's it. Give me one hand. That's right. You sit at a table, the food is nutrients. Okay? That's how you get medicine. Medicine actually just comes from food. It comes from plants. You can eat it. All right? Remember the salad we was just, y'all was supposed to be eating? Right. That salad builds your immune system.
Yes, sir.
Okay? The vegetation, the meat gives you protein. All that fights affliction. Affliction is viruses and disease and sickness and illnesses. So that's the poetry behind it, because it's saying at the table, not only are you building your immune system, your friend building his immune system. He getting strong. She getting strong off of that. But when it come down to the sickness, fighting against the sickness, they not dead.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
That part where it says, "And strife will discover thy reproach."
Yeah, go ahead.
Does that mean that as long as it's good, they there, but when it ain't, they gone?
That's right. When it says strife will discover thy reproach, meaning you said it, I think with the other scripture. You said the true colors now shine through. Now you're showing your true colors. That's what that means. Strife will discover. Discover means to find. Thy reproach. Meaning, now I can see why you really here. Now I can see your whole point. You was just rolling with me because you just wanted a piece of whatever that was profitable off of you. Okay? And don't think that this is just talking about the rich or the wealthy. All right? It ain't. All right? It could be anything. It could be light.
That's right.
But it could be something heavy and deep to you. Remember David, he did wicked and he sinned against the Most High. David had sex with Uriah's wife, and put Uriah on the front line of the battle, and Uriah died in the war. Right? And then, who's the prophet to David? Was it Samuel? I think it was Samuel. Salaki if I'm wrong. Samuel came to David and he said, let me tell you, David, let me tell you what happened. There was a rich man and he had all these sheep. He had all these sheep. He had flocks upon flocks of all these sheep. And there was this one poor man. And that poor man, he had one sheep. Right? And he loved that sheep, and that sheep loved him, followed him everywhere he went. And they was always together, and he cared for that sheep, and that sheep was comforting him. You know that rich man? This is Samuel talking to David, and I'm paraphrasing. He said, you know that rich man took that one sheep from that brother, slaughtered that sheep, and had a big meal off of that sheep. You know what David did? David stood up and he said, man, find me that man. Find me that man that did that. I'm going to bring justice to for that brother. That was his sheep. Man, I'm going to chop off his head. Samuel said, that's you. You feel what I'm saying? Samuel said, that's you. Because I know what you did to that brother's wife. You took his wife from him. Mm-hmm. So it don't have to be about somebody rolling with you just because you got the money. It could be anything. It could be anything, man.
That's right.
All right? Y'all could both be poor. And you still got to prove that he your friend. You got to still prove that he going to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. You going to still see if he submits to our King, Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai Mashiach. You still got to figure him out and see if he right. Okay? All right? So that's what that is. All right? Okay, and that's the time, all right, for our Brotherhood class. So I'll go ahead and pass the class over to Priest and Officer Thawum Gabar. Okay. The water filter off, but I won't. Just read it off so that they'll be able to hear you, all right?
Isupk security announcement. Whereas Isupk started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, underneath the leadership of Commandant General Yohana. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrangement. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, a commandment, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 to 21, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives to you. Gives to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests. Not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation. The Feast of Purim, February 15th, which could be found in Esther chapter 9, verse 20 through 31. Check the bulletin board in the back. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf.